Hi, Estelden here. So I want to demonstrate the fun that can be had in Blood and really show off why it is a fantastic FPS, a must-play one, possibly my favourite of all time. Came out in the 90s and it was recently remastered by Nightdive Studios. I don't know if it's a remake or a remaster, but they've basically put it in what feels like a new engine so that anyone can play it on GOG or Steam. Now I call this a demonstration, so for me this is something new I'm trying. It is in the middle of what a Let's Play and a review might be, because from my perspective, I don't think a review can really capture the fun that you might have in a game and how you might enjoy it. You really just cover the basics, like the graphics, the story, the gameplay, what's going on, and you might write it down, you might show something off in a video. But it's more of an informative type piece, rather than getting the experience side. So you might think a Let's Play would cover that, but Let's Plays, they go for hours and hours, and I don't think they really capture how someone brand new might get into the game, and I don't think anyone on the fence is going to sit through like a 5-hour Let's Play and figure out if it's for them. So I'm hoping to capture the magic in a small chunk, a small bite-sized chunk. Hopefully you might find a game that's for you when I do something like this. I'm doing it for both positive potential games and then also negative ones, like I did an Assassin's Creed one a few days ago. So I'm going to jump into it and hopefully we can capture this, and let's see if it's a game that might be for you. Okay, so jumping into this game, the very first thing is a short cutscene, then you're straight into it. You're straight into the mix, and you've got all the action you can control. There's no shoehorned in tutorial. There's none of that garbage. You're just straight into it, and you can do whatever the fuck you want. Exploring the level. Now, I want to mention that for some people, the graphics might be a turn-off. They're old. They're pixelated. They're certainly not what you're going to find in the modern Call of Duty, a modern game like that. I can tell you what, it allows them a lot of freedom. In a lot of modern games, they're only allowed to do so much, because to create a brand new texture, to create a big new set piece, it probably takes months and months to do it from the art team, so they avoid doing that. There was a game that came out recently, it was Crysis, the remaster, and in that game, while it is good, it has great shooting mechanics, you are mostly just exploring the same old forest time and time again, whereas in Blood, you're doing so many fantastic things. I'm not going to spoil what you get in this level, but there's like a haunted mansion. There is a train wreckage, and you're doing all these different things in every single different level. So while the graphics might not be as fantastic as modern games, the lower quality, I suppose, with the textures and everything, allows them to do far more things. So you're going to get an unlimited array of imagination experience from enjoying this game. So what you want to do is you just want to get immersed in it, and very quickly you'll forget about the graphics. You'll be strapped in. You'll be enjoying the gameplay, enjoying what's going on, and you will forget about the fact that this is an older game. So to give you a really good idea of just the great design, we are 2 seconds in and there's already something to explore. So we're not just going through like a straightforward corridor, because we can turn here and there is a secret, and there are so many fucking secrets in this game. It's fantastic. There's always a reason to explore. The level design is not just there to be a set piece or a visual stimulator for you to look at and go, oh wow, that looks fantastic. It is there for you to explore, and it's designed around your enjoyment. So that's what you're going to find there. So as you carry on through, we are into the graveyard, and scary, scary, scary. And we look around, we enjoy, fuck me, there is a skeleton here. So we're going to take him out. All we've got is a pitchfork. We don't start off with a gun. Fuck me, he got me. I'll tell you what, I'm not playing this on the hardest difficulty, so I don't embarrass myself and make the game look too hard. So there's that. So we take him out, and now we've got this little area to explore. But before we go down here, remember, explore, explore, explore. These games are fucking hard, and you're going to want to get all your ammo, all your possible upgrades. So that means you want to look around for secrets that might lead to fantastic rewards. And I tell you, we've got one right here, a very famous secret in this game. It is incredible, and you're about to see why. Oh yeah, so there's a lot of puns, there's a lot of references to horror games. If you're someone who enjoys horror movies, this is the game for you. It is incredible. And as we push on through this dangerous graveyard, what are we going to find? Are we going to find the same old generic stuff? Is it just going to be the same area over and over? No, it is not, because look what we've got here. We have the Morningside Cemetery officers. Ooh, very, very scary. So we're going to carry on through here, and we're going to get our first gun. And it's not just a generic machine gun, it is a flare gun. This game is incredible for its weapon variety. You do not just pick up an assortment of the same weapon like you might in Call of Duty, where it's a submachine gun, another submachine gun, another submachine gun. Oh, a shotgun. Wow, wow, how much variety is that? You've got the pitchfork. You've got the dynamite, as we can see here. And then you've got things like the flare gun. There is a voodoo doll that you pick up later on, and there's so many weapons. And you don't just pick up like 1 or 2 weapons. You can have all of these on you, and eventually you can be carrying around like 10 weapons on you, and you can use different ones that work in different scenarios. And because they're all so unique, you're really going to get a lot of use in all of these different situations out of them. So, to show you now, to give you an example, we've got our first... And that's not how you do it. That is absolutely not how you do it. And I'm going to give a much better demonstration in just a second. But we need to take out this skeleton. And he's on fire, so we can get past him. And thank God we got a life essence. So we've got this guy we're taking down. But we need to take down this masked machine gun dude. And we're going to do it. Is he gone? So there you see, there's a lot of excitement and unpredictability because we killed him with the dynamite and we didn't even know what happened. So that is absolutely fantastic. All I'm thinking is, thank fuck I didn't die. I would have had to record this again. So there's that too. And now we've got our key. So a big, real plus I would say in old school FPS is that you're always going to be picking up keys. And those keys aren't always this obvious. This is like a much more structured tutorial. That isn't just about shoehorning stuff in and making you read a bunch of boring crap on the screen and really stopping you from playing the game. It's just introducing the mechanics organically. So we've got the key, there's the door that needs the key, and now we know that we need to use it on the door. Very, very simple. So I think anyone can work that out. So I don't know why they need the complex tutorials these days. All you need to do is this. And now we can crack on here. And because I think I'm going to embarrass myself, I'm going to very quickly save. I have a feeling that these games are fucking hard, and I don't want to risk going in there and having to start from the start, because then the game's not going to look very fun, is it? So, now we carry on. We're into the Morningside funeral hell, as we can see. To give you some background, the cultists have invaded this sanctum. We could call it this holy place. And now we need to take them out, but it's going to be dangerous. We need to be careful. This is our moment. Now. And we got 2 of them at us. So these enemies, they're not just like randomly placed. They're very, very cleverly designed. This is how campaigns once were in the FPS genre. It wasn't just about like respawning enemies and just waves and waves of enemies over and over and over. It's all hand designed, and you need to be really, really careful. So we head on in. We've got an open area now. I'll tell you what, in Blood, areas are very open. You can see how fast I'm moving through everything. It's not just pop-a-mole. I can't just do this. I can't just all the time just, I'm gonna just do this the whole time and that'll be it, because the enemies will come from all sides. You have to be strategic. You have to move fast, as we're doing here. And we're gonna take down these cultists. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, they're dead. Now, I had to embarrassingly kill them off screen because I did die, but don't take that away from the game. Just put that on my shitty FPS skills, which are being a little bit out of practice. That is what happens when there hasn't been an FPS campaign, aside from Doom, in like 10 years. That's what happens, you lose all your skills. But the good news is, we've opened the curtain and we can crack on. And as you can see, there is a lot of variety in the set piece. There's a lot simply going on that you won't see in a modern game because they're scared. They're scared to put in things like this. It's not a matter of the creative team getting into a room and saying, right, shall we put like a cemetery office in here with a lot of secrets and like branching pathways? They're not going to do it because that's like 6 months of work, probably, to make it happen. So they're very careful with what they make, which is a shame. And it's another reason that like older graphics are fine. They don't need to be like this old, but like something from like 2012, 2013, that's standard. Can they not just do that so they don't need so many textures every single time? I personally don't think it adds to the enjoyment of the gameplay. Maybe the immersion for some people, but I think there's more important things, and hopefully we're seeing a bit of that today. So now we crack on. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to really, really quickly show you this because I've been having a blast with it, and we really haven't done that much. Like, here's the start, we go down here, and there's the next little section, but it's just so well designed, and it's just so nicely structured, and I think a lot of games miss it when they're just linear pathways, and then you get cutscene, linear pathway, cutscene. Blood just does so much better, I find. So we come through, and shit, and I'll tell you what, I spoiled that for everyone because I knew that was coming, and if you didn't, you probably would have gotten hit by the skeleton. But now they're taken care of, so I can show you just how exciting it gets. So we carry on through here, And we always need to be lookout for the secrets. So, you can have a bit of a look around. You've got to use your brain in this. It's not going to be a matter of like a glowing little icon or something like that, which happens in a lot of modern games, to tell you that there's a secret or there's something interesting there. We need to look and go, right, there's cracks in this wall. How are we going to take care of it? Let's have a think. We've got dynamite. What better way to take care of it than to throw a stick of dynamite at it? And it works, because we've got our shield now, and given the fact that I've embarrassingly lost more than half my health, it means we can crack on. And there we go, a bit more of that interesting using the world around you, you could say. We've got these little dynamite barrels. Take them out, they're going to change the world around you. Once again, AAA, a big, expensive game. They're not going to put things like this in because you have to develop the wall blowing up. In Blood, it's something that probably doesn't take the developers too long. And I can tell you that with mods, things like that, it means that anyone can kind of do this and enjoy it. There's a lot of fantastic custom levels for a lot of old school FPS that I would say in some cases the custom campaigns are much better than like the average COD campaign comes out. Again, we've got to really refer to Doom and nothing else when we think of FPS campaigns that have come out that have been slightly interesting. So we've got another room and it looks quite chaotic. And we've got Mr. Cultist again. These guys are fucking hard. And this is one of the reasons I absolutely love this game, is because the enemies are just so different. They're not generic, and you've really got to use these different tactics, use those weapons I mentioned to really get the most out of it, and avoid dying so that you don't have to embarrassingly restart from a checkpoint all too often. I'm going to show you something that's really cool here. So we took care of that explosive barrel. You would have seen it from far away, but where are we? We are back at the start of the game, and this is full Dark Souls shit, man, because, I mean, look at that. That is an incredible shortcut that's taken us back, and if we had left the ammo there, or we didn't know about the secret, and now we found it, now we can just come back, and we can see the way they designed these levels is almost of a From Software standard, and this used to be what many of the developers did back in the 90s, because they could. It didn't take so much resource to make something like this happen and create the level. They could experiment, they could try new things, whereas now it's too expensive to do it, so they don't bother. Now, I am slightly worried. Ooh, I was worried that we were going to die, and I was going to really fuck this up, but it seems we've taken care of everything that we need to. I'm going to very quickly save again, because I've got a bad feeling about this. This is just too horror for me. And we're back in. So, we've got the doctor's bag. Now, the doctor's bag is very, very cool. So what you can actually do with this med kit is you can equip it and then use it, and then you'll still have a bit left over. So it's a really nice way to have a little bit more in your stock that you can use a little bit later on, and just something a bit different than just running over health, essentially, and just healing. So I like the extra tactics that come with that. And now we've got a life seed, increases our health above maximum, I should say. So that is cool as well. So we're coming towards the end of this level. We've got the key. We're coming through. We've got the skeleton. And then we're going to be reaching what comes next. So I hope you have enjoyed what you've seen here. I hope it might have sold you on the game. It might potentially help you to branch out and discover something new. And if you have some feedback on this structure, what you think of it, I'm still quite new to it. So if you have some feedback on maybe how to improve it, if you think it was complete rubbish, then I'm open to that as well. But I'm just curious to see if this is something that might help people more, or at least be a point of difference to like a review or a long Let's Play, but that I don't think too many people watch unless they're already fans of like the person. They're more watching it for that reason than the actual game. I think hopefully the bite-size chunk experience hopefully might bring you something new. So jumping through the very last part, we're going to take care of the cultist, and this is the end of our level. Incredible. And I tell you what, there are another 6 secrets to find. We missed a kill, so that always gives you something else to do. And just to show you really quickly, this is the train yard I'm talking about. So every level, something brand new, something incredible, and maybe there'll be something else in this game that I'd want to show you guys later. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the demonstration, if you enjoyed the vid, please give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks very much, and bye-bye.